Hey there, everyone, and welcome to SpringleCon 2023. This is our new TingleCon offshoot. You may have been to our winter event, JingleCon. So now we're rolling with SpringleCon here for the spring event in anticipation of the main TingleCon in the summer. I'm pretty hyped. How about y'all? We have with us today a couple of the members of the TingleCon staff. Amy K was one of them, could not be here, but she will be joining us later in the broadcast. Perhaps a FamCam ASMR here, and we also have the one and only great Shakespearean Tingle Smith. And so today we are going to be just having a whole slew of events here. We have just a brief here. I'm going to wait for everyone to sort of trickle in because obviously it takes people to show up. And we're going to talk a little bit about what you can look forward to during the weekend and also for TingleCon as well. If you guys have any questions, you can put them in the chat and we'll be glad to answer them as well. That'll be followed, of course, by some other stuff. FamCam, do you want to let us know a little bit more about the details? What can people expect?
Yeah, well, hey everybody, I'm FamCam ASMR, newly president of TingleCon. And what we have in store for you today, following this opening ceremony and staff Q&A, we have a one-on-one interview with ASMR Weekly, followed by a game of ASMR Jeopardy with you, the viewers. The way it's going to work is it's going to be Nathan versus Paul versus the audience as a team. More on that when we get to that segment. Stick around, it's going to be a blast. Paul's really looking forward to it. And then after that, one that I'm kind of totally looking forward to. Well, I'm looking forward to it. My body isn't. And that is hot pepper mukbang. I'm going to be eating 3 spicy peppers for y'all for your entertainment. It's going to be an absolute blast. And then tomorrow, when Amy K is on camera with us, we're going to have another Q&A to start, followed by a one-on-one interview with Kat Bailey, followed by a game of Fiasco with Paul and I, and Amy K and a couple guests. We have Musing Mira ASMR and the ASMR Nerd. You don't want to miss
That's
that.
so good, that one. I'm really looking forward to that game.
Yeah, it's going to be
Keith is
amazing.
playing my twin robot in that. I mean, it's going to be
Yep. We won't
Amy
get
K.
too much away,
Yeah,
but we will give
great.
that much at least. It's going to be
Now,
interesting.
will that be an ASMR, or are we going to be doing like keeping
We could
some?
We
try,
could
but
I
try.
mean, I
I'm
just
going to
not to
go
put
fix it.
pressure,
No, I don't think so.
on you guys right
Short
now,
short
but
answer is every segment that is to be in ASMR is going to fall under the we could try category, with the exception of the closing ceremony we have tomorrow. That could easily be done in ASMR. So we can pretty much guarantee that that will be in ASMR. I'm going to try to do the hot pepper mukbang in ASMR too. We'll see. I have done ASMR hot pepper mukbang quite a few times before, but this will be the first time I attempted to do it in ASMR in any TingleCon event.
yeah, we have a comment here from Tristan Shiflett just that he's going to listen to some Red Hot Chili Peppers. So maybe while you do that,
I'm going to come
I
here.
love it.
I could see Red Hot Chili Peppers does ASMR. I think that could be a good video. I think,
Absolutely. Red
yeah,
Hot Red Hot Chili Peppers is good summer music, in my opinion.
yeah, always, always, always. Well, now the '90s are back, especially. They're hip.
Yeah,
They're
it's
hip
part of
these
why I
days. They're hip
wore
these
this
days.
red shirt, by the way. The other reason is that it's Autism Acceptance Month, and we're wearing red to celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
We have some people here in the chat that I just wanted to also acknowledge here. We've got Olivia Rendell. We've got ASMR Weekly. What's up, man? Good to see you. We've got Jade the
JD
Ace, excuse
Ace.
me, and also we have a bot, Stream Elements. So thank you, bot.
Yeah.
Don't forget your AI, since it is 2023. We need to shout it out. But yeah, so we've got a couple people. Also, L Glenn. Also, good to see you as well. Welcome to SpringleCon. So what have you guys got? I mean, with all that said, if you guys have any questions for the staff, just let us know in the chat about TingleCon, about SpringleCon, about ASMR, hot
There's
controversial
one.
topics. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's one right
Yeah,
here from
cool.
Olivia Rendell. Yeah.
Yeah, cool background. So this is my my Elven Cove castaway type thing going on. With my uh, little lamps and things like that. Actually, I set it up. It's divination. I set it up because we were doing some Dungeons and Dragons recently. So me and Amy Kay and ASMR Weekly himself, both of who were absolutely brilliant. We did some Dungeons and Dragons, and I was this Luna Lovegood style male version of her elf with the wig and everything. And so yeah, set up the background.
And
You
that
should
was
have seen
on
the actual-
Roll Positive Gaming, right?
It was on Raw Positive Gaming.
Over on
And it
Twitch.
looks like, I think it's going to be a regular thing every Wednesday. So I'm very much looking forward to that, because Raw Positive Gaming, he is so good at what he's doing. And the cast are just like so good at their acting and things like that. And Hendril doing all his magic effects in the background. Eldriel, that's the one, yeah. Doing all his magic effects in the background and things. It was, I've never done D&D before, and it was amazing. So a big long answer to a very short question. But, yeah.
Honestly, like I think you should just leave it that way permanently, man. I
I
feel
agree.
like,
Why not?
I mean, maybe your significant other might not appreciate that as a permanent adjustment to your interior design, but I don't know. It looks good, man. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. You bring it back to old school, you know,
This is
the
actually
real old school, like
It's my
literally
office
Dungeons and
that I
Dragons.
use because I work from home, and I'm just going to start using this on conference calls.
Yeah,
Maybe-
that's what I'm saying.
Why not?
Exactly. Your boss
well.
will love it. Your boss will love it. There's no doubt. He'll give you a promotion just based on that alone. You never know. You
Without
never
a doubt.
know. Oh, we have a couple other people here in the show, or at least another person. Multiple Strong Minds. Hello, welcome to
All the
SpringleCon.
strong
Welcome,
minds.
welcome.
Hmm.
Yeah, we got a lot of strong minds out there loving ASMR. That's for sure.
Another strong
so,
mind
you
right
know-
here.
Oh, there we go. Yes, that's the goat cup right there. You got to have that.
Yeah, drink the devil
so-
out of it.
I've got a couple questions here to sort of kick things off, because I think some of these are kind of related to the future of TingleCon and kind of where we're going with this. But okay, and also again, couple chat, 3 legends in one show. Thank you so much, Tristan. We appreciate it. Definitely. Well, at least two right here.
Yeah,
here
at
we go.
least
Let's ask
two.
I think it's a good time to just kind of step back and look at, because Keith, I think this is always good to remember for each of these TingleCon events, but what had inspired you guys to kind of come up with TingleCon as you are now the torchbearer? And how did you kind of come up with the idea for this ASMR event
Yeah,
in
so
general?
it started in 2019. I was a part of a weekly collab called Weekly ASMR, not to be confused with our friend ASMR Weekly. No relation to that. But I kind of wish he was a part of it, but I digress. So it was created by Carol ASMR, who is the previous president of TingleCon. She and I and several other creators put out one video per week pertaining to a common theme each week as part of this collab. And we became the best of friends. And one day in the middle of that time we did this collab together, we collectively came up with an idea of doing an ASMR convention, which wasn't really a thing at the time. And due to limited capital, we had to make it all online. We would love to do an in-person con one of these days.
That's one of my questions right there.
Yeah, obviously that's way down the line, but do look forward to that. But the rest is history. Years ago, a creator named Katie ASMR did a role play of that took place in the future of being at in-person TingleCon, and it was like a personal attention kind of thing taking place at in-person TingleCon. It was really cool.
That is cool. I don't even know if I've ever seen that video. Let's send that. WhatsApp me that link.
I will.
WhatsApp me that link later.
I will. It's so good.
I want to also just say that maybe it's a good moment to just also, I guess we'll have more tomorrow, but also Amy K ASMR will also be joining the staff of TingleCon, so you can expect more from her. We'll give her a more formal introduction. Many of you may know her.
Yeah.
We will do that. And along those same lines, we mentioned some of those guests. I mean, can you tell us again some of those special guests that we're going to be, maybe FamCam, you want to talk a little more about what can we expect from those attendees and their appearances?
At in-person TingleCon, you mean?
No, I mean for this event of SpringleCon, that is.
Oh, yes. Well, we have ASMR Weekly, which we have a one-on-one interview with them pre-recorded that will be airing right after this opening ceremony. It was a fantastic interview. I enjoyed editing it. And after that, it's just going to be us again with Jeopardy and Hot Pepper Mukbang to close out day one. But day two, we have a game of Fiasco. Paul and I are going to be grouping with Amy Kay and a couple guests, the ASMR Nerd and Musing Mira ASMR, are friends over at Roll for Relaxation.
Yeah, definitely ASMR Nerd. I don't know much about Mira personally, but I have to check it out after this today's event.
Yeah,
But
I'm very new
ASMR
to
Nerd,
Mira.
I know well.
I'm very new to
She's
Mira
one of the
myself,
role
but she
players.
is incredible.
She's worth checking out. Very talented, very
Great.
good actress.
Fantastic, fantastic.
And
So, I mean,
quite a good
oh, go ahead.
speech, which is good. She's getting the recognition that she deserves, I think. So,
Awesome, awesome. So, I mean, for this year, I mean, because again, we've got just maybe a couple more minutes till we begin our first panel here, 5-10 minutes or so. So, if you do have questions for us or just want to say something about ASMR in the chat, feel free to leave your message in the comments. But what are some of the challenges that I mean, so we have this sort of small event. Do you find it's the same kind of challenges as the bigger TingleCon? Are we going to see more of these seasonal events in the future, or?
We're definitely going to see more of these seasonal events in the future. The main event is still TingleCon every summer. This year, TingleCon is going to be August 18th through 20th. Those events are 8 hours per day throughout the weekend, but these miniature interim events, SpringleCon and JingleCon, are 3 hours a day and just go on for 2 days. As far as the level of challenge goes, as you may guess, setting up for SpringleCon and JingleCon is a lot easier because it's much smaller. It's a lot more low key, a lot less to prepare for. But TingleCon itself, it's pretty extravagant. We always have a lot of creators get together, go on camera, whether it's live or pre-recorded, depending on everybody's availability, of course. And we interview them on different kinds of topics of ASMR, as well as social things that happen in the community, things of that nature. You can, if you want to be a featured artist,
I was just about to ask that. How can they be a part of it?
Yeah,
Or
so
maybe
there's
formalize this. But if you want to be a part of TingleCon, what do you have to do?
There's a link down
How do you
below
get
in the
that?
description. You can go sign up, either as a live panelist, or you can submit an ASMR video, or you can submit a workshop video where you walk people through different kinds of skills. This year, I'm going to make a video on how to set up your stream in OBS or Streamlabs, if that's what you prefer. Most people do prefer Streamlabs. I prefer OBS. I started out using Streamlabs, but the reason why I don't really like Streamlabs is because it tends to drop frames a lot more. And just the stability is just all over the place, whereas OBS is a lot more stable and it's a lot more customizable, but there's a bit of a learning curve. If you want to get into streaming, I recommend you start out with Streamlabs and then work your way into OBS as you become more comfortable. But back to signing up for TingleCon.
Yeah, so
Again,
real quick, are there any we'll say, so maybe just say the address they can email, and then perhaps are there any qualifications that
Yes.
an artist needs to have to be a part of these events?
So in order to be able to sign up to submit a video, you must have at least 100 subscribers on YouTube, or 50 followers on Twitch, or 150 followers on TikTok. If you have one of those three, you qualify to submit content. In order to appear on a panel, you must have 1,000 subscribers here or 1,000 followers on Twitch or TikTok to qualify.
Awesome. So, I mean, I think that's sort of, and also, did you say the email address where they can reach out to us if they want to just, or they have
Yeah.
other
Yeah,
questions
if you
or.
want to email us, it's info@tinglecon.org. And speaking of email, there's also a sign up sheet toward the bottom of the description below, where you can sign up for our email list, where you can get updates on TingleCon. Or if you've signed up for TingleCon, you can also get updates on your status of your participation of the event. And what's really cool is that in the TingleCon event sign up sheet to become a featured artist, you could actually sign up for the email list through that. The options are to sign up for the full list where you get all the emails you would typically get if you sign up for the email list, or you could check to just get emails specifically for your participation if you don't want like all the emails. So you have options.
And another question, actually, along those same lines. So, is there any way that people who want to help support TingleCon, whether it's just, financially or otherwise, is there a way for them to do that? Or
Yeah, we just created a coffee account. There's a link down below in the description. You can donate that way. And once we enable channel memberships on this channel, you'll be able to support that way. We want to build the YouTube channel first, as you may guess, judging by the fact that this has been going on since 2019, and there's just a little over 300 subscribers on YouTube. That's because we've been streaming this on Twitch for the last 4 years. We just moved it over to YouTube and have a new home here. So we're regrowing the con on a platform that just makes more sense overall long term. So you can financially, if you want to support, it's the best way is through coffee. But the best way to support us overall is to spread the word. That helps the channel grow quite a bit. You can post it
yeah.
on your social media. You can share it on your community tab. You can tell your friends word of mouth, all that jazz.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and I think that switch over from Twitch, let us know what you guys think if you have any opinions on it. We'd love to hear just the switching over, because again, we do have overall more audience here because we are talking mostly to YouTubers. That tends to be the largest vehicle for ASMR, although
Exactly. And
there is
plus,
obviously a strong.
a lot more people on Twitch are on YouTube than the other way around.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I have a sort of a deeper question because I kind of think this might just be related because again, we only have a couple more minutes until we begin our next panel here. But sort of what do you see? And I think maybe even Paul, I think you probably could talk on this. Maybe you should begin here, but how do you see really TingleCon, SpringleCon contributing sort of that broader ASMR community? Is there some sort of impact you are hoping it will have on the community as a whole, or what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you don't really get many events where different ASMR artists can come together, do you? You have some role plays, collaboration role plays that come every now and again. The Maestro ASMR Weekly will pull together something that is absolutely amazing. So you do see that, but you don't really see people interact on that more personal level. So I think it's great to be able to talk with the audience who, it's just so, it is just so great to be able to reach out with these people who make ASMR artists what they are, right? So watching it, it's just such a really nice feeling. Also building together the community of people who might want to learn things about ASMR. I've had a few people approach me and say, how would you start all that things? And I think it's just this really nice community hub almost, if you know what I mean. I mean, I haven't seen the interview of ASMR Weekly yet, and I can't wait to see it. Those are the types of insights you very rarely get. And it's not an easy thing for ASMR artists to do in general. If we did an interview on our channel, YouTube would punish us. That's just what YouTube does. So having a dedicated place for that interaction, I think works really well. So that's the exciting part for me.
What about you, Cam? What are your thoughts on that?
Repeat the question, please.
Just what do you sort of view as TingleCon's broader role in the ASMR community? I mean, what kind of impact do you hope that it has on that broader community?
Yeah, essentially to reiterate what Paul said, he's absolutely right. There's not a lot of opportunities for a lot of creators across the board to communicate. it's like high school. You have cliques, for lack of a better way to describe it. But obviously it's not as separatist as that kind of mindset. But still, it's kind of natural that a lot of role play artists will come together and work on those together. A lot of gaming artists will work on those kinds of things together, et cetera, et cetera. A big part of why TingleCon is so important is we want to bring the whole community together. Different niches, different channel sizes, all across the board, big and small. It doesn't matter. That's what we're here for.
Absolutely. And to add on to that, I mean, we have been doing this for several years, and we've had definitely hundreds of artists involved with this project.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's been amazing to just see. And also just inherently, YouTube tends to be kind of, and really content creation in general, it tends to be a more lonely thing in the sense that you're in your room in the studio recording, editing, filming there. So it's not necessarily like you're, playing soccer on the field with 12 other people. I'm sure there are a few group channels, but in general, it does seem to be more of a solo project. I think, especially as an ASM artist, to add to that.
Yeah, perfect
so that's
example
sort
of group channels is RJ and J. They're an ASMR couple where the husband is doing the voice, talking to the chat while the wife is putting together Legos. It's a real cool experience. It's over on Twitch. I think they have a YouTube as well, but I highly recommend checking them out. RJ and J.
Yeah, there is definitely a couples ASMR world out there. I've definitely seen a Fred's voice or two with his significant other.
Yeah.
But that's always there it is in the chat if you guys haven't seen it. And also, by the way, if you would not hit that like button, please do so. It helps us support the channel and pushes us in the algorithm as well. So that's so important. And again, we definitely this is sort of a low-key event, SpringleCon, but with TingleCon and everything, it is a valuable resource for a lot of new ASM artists and even people who've been doing it for a while to just kind of get a sense of where the community is, get a sense of the pulse of the ASMR community in general. And that's super important if you're a creator to kind of just put your stuff out there, see what other people think, just kind of joining them in on the discussion. So that's super important as well. But yeah, so with that all said, I think one last question, because again, we're pretty much almost out of time here on this one. But is there anything in 2023 that you think really is relevant to the ASMR in just terms of topics and or issues or just things that are important for us to discuss in general?
That is a really great question, and I'm going to stay away from.
Well, I only ask it because I asked the members. So the panelists got asked this question, to be fair. So I thought I would just ask you guys because I think it does set the tone kind of for just moving forward here. But for me, I do think it still comes back to that basic thing, which is just that ASMR and just widespread acceptance. I think that's still just the biggest problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, obviously it's more part of the cultural zeitgeist in terms of the recent times, but it still has a lot of hurdles until it's considered, what I would say to be like not a niche topic. So that's still what I think would be an important, goal of TingleCon, is to be a part of that normalization process, but also just for the whole wider community. That's just something. And as a YouTuber as well, because even as a YouTuber amongst that's an emerging industry, and as some artists are part of that world as well. So there's a lot of hurdles in that area. So that's sort of, for me, what I think in 2023, it's still kind of the same issue, that we've had. Did you guys have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, absolutely. A big part of it is the stigma around ASMR that's been around forever. Still is alive and well. Luckily, more and more people are aware of what ASMR is actually about. There are some creators that capitalize on the stigma. I'm not going to name names, but we do have to be honest about that. But the bottom line is. That's going to be the case with every single genre of every form of entertainment. That's true about music. That's true about movies. That's true about video games. That's true about books. That's true about sports. So all we got to do is pay close attention to the big picture of what ASMR really is, and have fun with it, and not take it too seriously. Take it seriously enough on the topic of how it helps you and everybody else, but just have fun in the end,
And yeah, you do make a good comparison there. It is like movies because we're in early days still, even of YouTube itself.
Hmm.
I think that there is that challenge just being considered like a serious medium for videos and art in that regards, like movies or television. So it is an inherent challenge there. We do have a really interesting comment here in the chat that I wanted to just mention here because again, we are only have a few more minutes, like 5 more minutes, so we pretty much have to run into our next panel here. But we have my cats sleeping. I think they said I'm sorry, multiple strong minds that they said they're considering creating ASMR, but they worry about showing their face. That's an interesting, no face ASMR, of course,
Yeah,
is quite a large genre. So
absolutely. And you could VTube if you want. VTubing is super popular, especially on Twitch.
Sheila ASMR, she does the VTube where she has the fake thing on there. Yeah.
Sheila, you say?
Sheila? Sheila.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love Sheila. I've known her forever. In fact, she was a part of the weekly ASMR group that led to TingleCon.
Oh, cool.
I can see that.
It's interesting what you were saying, Nathan, in terms of like acceptance or like the mainstreamness of ASMR. If I go to talk to most people, like ASMR, what's that? So they don't know what it is, and like nobody where I work really knows what it is, or anything like that. But so it's this hidden little niche, but it's also this hidden little niche which is the second top search term on YouTube. PewDiePie 1, ASMR 2. How are we hiding in plain sight? How is that working that no one really... Every now and again, you'll see a news article going, what's this new ASMR thing? And then they'll forget about it. Then they'll come back up and they'll say, what's this new ASMR thing that's been around for 20 years? You know what I mean? And then it's just, what's this new small niche ASMR thing that is the #1 search on X, Y, and Z? So it goes up and down. And I think that's sort of fun. I like that, actually. The hiding in plain sight.
It's so funny. Half the people I work with at my day job do know what ASMR is. In fact, my direct manager wanted to lend me his... what's the name of that candle character in Beauty and the Beast?
Louise or something? Maybe that's like my anti-Franco...
Well, he dressed up as him for Halloween my first year working there, and he wanted to lend me that costume to use in an ASMR video, but I'm just now remembering this because we both forgot. So I'm not going to name you out loud, but if you're watching, I would still love to borrow that costume for a roleplay. You know who you are.
Well, you know, I thought it was just interesting because
Lumiere.
Again about sorry, go ahead.
Olivia says Lumiere.
Lumiere.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say one last thing, that there was a study recently by Oxford that basically found that about 20% of the participants experienced misophonia, which is really almost the opposite of ASMR. It's like instead of a bad feeling, you get a pleasant feeling from the sound. So I know it does kind of lead you to believe that perhaps the sensation is actually more large in the population than previously thought. So it could just be a biological thing there. So there's certainly a lot more to discover. We've certainly interviewed some of the top scientists here about ASMR. Julia Poirier is one of them. So there are studies ongoing about ASMR. And again, that's part of that 2023, just things we need to move forward to really figure it out. And that's definitely part of the equation as well. So does anyone have any other questions? I think, Keith, are we out of time here? It looks like
we are out of time.
We're unfortunately out of time, so maybe we'll give just 1 or 2 last minutes. Like, does anyone have any questions? Because we're about to jump into our interview here with ASMR Weekly, which will be for the next half an hour.
Yeah.
So now is the time.
And by the way, if you think of any questions later, we will be answering questions during the Hot Pepper Mukbang as well, and there will be more opportunities for Q&A tomorrow.
Yeah, and also here, multiple strong minds. I keep meaning to look into VTubing. Yeah, again, there's a million ways to do like faceless ASMR. There's a huge voiceover community that sort of has a crossover with ASMR. I think that there's a lot of stuff you can do there. Sheila did a lot of that stuff and then kind of moved into the more visual stuff when she became more comfortable. But there are a lot of examples of successful. The French Whisper is voice only, one of my favorites. has hundreds of thousands of subscribers and just relies on voice only in an informative style. So that's super important. That's one. So there's a lot of ways to do it. I don't think you need to just put your face. I do think, of course, having your face is probably the best, most up, because your eyes and the human face, people are drawn to faces. So that's obviously a huge advantage in connecting with your audience. But I think it's very possible to do a channel without your face. Don't worry about it. Just make the videos. That's the key. Don't think about it. Just do it.
Absolutely.
That's the way to succeed. We got one more question here. How about the first ASMR? Okay, this is a good one. Keith,
Yeah.
do you want to start with this? What's the first ASMR video that you saw?
It was so the first full-blown ASMR video I saw was done by Review Tech USA. He, as the channel name suggests, he reviews tech in the USA, but is also known for gaming news and whatnot. But he did a video in 2017 where he unboxed the NES Classic in ASMR because he's an ASMR addict. So he decided to do a couple videos in ASMR, and that was one of them.
That's really cool. What about you, Tinglesmith?
The first one that I remember that made me want to make an ASMR channel was Ardra Neela. I think she's called Ardra ASMR now. She's been doing it. I was just looking at her channel right now, 10 years. She did this sort of weird sound to sound cosplayed roleplay where she was like healing you and taking you out from these tunnels where you'd been injured or something. And it was just so super cool. I think it might be one of the first that was ever done. I can't find it here. I think she may have deleted it. But that was really cool. She's very talented. Yeah.
That tends to be the life of a YouTuber right there. I think they deleted it. I think they deleted their channel. And then for me, basically, my first ASMR, here's one actually from Tristan, says the first one I saw was ASMR gamer video, store roleplay. Then ASMR Nerd did a map of Skyrim. Yeah, the Skyrim
ASMR
series.
Nerd is coming on to SpringleCon tomorrow.
That's classic. For me, basically, it was Gentle Whispering. I think it was in 2000, maybe 11, really pretty early days, 2010, somewhere around there. I'd been interested in guided meditation stuff, so I sort of stumbled into it that way. And I don't know exactly which one was the first one, but I do remember a Whispers Read. Like one of her first videos, because I've been a fan of hers for ages. It was like a cat video or something, like her cat had passed away or something like that. Or yeah, like it was really old. But I love both those artists, so that was definitely my first. The classics, the legends, right there.
Ask any group of ASMRs what's the first artist you've seen. At least one of them will say Gentle Whispering. I guarantee it.
Oh, for sure.
100%. Well, she's one of the goats. That's it.
Yeah, she is.
And I'm a little bit of a boomer, so I'm probably too old for some of the newer ASMR artists in terms of my first one that I've seen. But yeah, those are definitely two of the big ones. But then later on, obviously, as it evolves, I really appreciate the educational ASMR. So kind of got me into it. Okay, so with that said, I think we're at time on this. Look, we've got went a little bit over. Let's go ahead and Keith, do you want to take us away?
Let's do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary friends, I present you ASMR Weekly, and we'll see you back in Jeopardy. See you soon, folks. Stay chill.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to SpringleCon 2023. I am here with the super talented ASMR Weekly, and today we're going to be talking about ASMR. Hey there, ASMR Weekly.
Hello there.
How's it going? How's it going? Welcome.
How's it going?
Some of the people here in the chat might know who you are. Why don't we just actually jump into this? But for those of you who don't know you, where can they find you and what can they expect to find if they were to visit?
All right, so I'm on YouTube. The name is ASMR Weekly. It's pretty easy to find. And I do ambience or ambience videos, depending how you like to say it. And yeah, I also do ASMR role plays, but my channel is well known now by the ambiences, which are basically like cozy rooms, cozy places that I carefully craft all the sounds there, like fireplace, rainy sounds, that kind of stuff. So it's basically comfortable escape rooms, Gaia. Not escape room like those you have to escape the room, but just a little place to escape reality, to focus or relax and just enjoy, the ambience.
Fantastic, fantastic. I was going to ask you another question, but now that you said this, it kind of makes me want to ask something else because you have a particularly unique angle on ASMR in that regards that you're doing ambiances. And I do believe there's a couple, actually a lot of, I would call them ASMR artists. But do you think it is ASMR? Would you call the ambiances? Do you think it's fair to label that in that category, or would you yourself put them maybe in separate relaxation categories?
It's sort of a dilemma. I've thought about it quite a lot. But I think it's part of it. When I think about the first times I felt ASMR, it was like the traditional thing, like I used to go to a haircut and then what is this tingly sensation or something, so that for me was the start of ASMR. But then I realized that sometimes when I was watching a movie or something and there was this like moody scene, like the person is like in a castle or in a house in the field, like those Pride and Prejudice sort of movies. Like and then you have this rain going on and I would also feel a bit of that tingly sensation, because for me ASMR is very, very related to that tingly sensation. But of course there's also people that don't feel it and just feel that sort of comfort and relaxing thing. So the ambience can do that as well. It can put you in that relaxing and cozy state. So I think they correlate, but to be fair, on YouTube, they are very, very separate. Usually they call it like ambience and they call it ASMR, so I never felt like separating it. I always like to keep both things together in my channel. So
I think that's actually, it's funny that this kind of came up because it is kind of one of those, I almost feel like this could be a panel. It's like where ASMR meets relaxation, because I think there's such a crossover there with guided meditation, and you see like the singing bowls and some of these other kind of like spiritual things, which also encompass like nature type relaxation content, like the beach. You're on the beach with the waves just crashing on the sand. There's definitely a part of that that's part of the ASMR experience, and I think that in itself is a really interesting discussion that probably you could just talk about for a long time, but I just thought we could talk about it briefly.
And I do think I now we searched it, I think I did feel it like in real life as well, like not watching a video, like it's usually when you come up with like a place you've never been to. Like I remember like doing travel, like when I traveled to Europe once, and I was like walking into the sort of old castle that they do tours. I felt it, like I was like into that different mood, and I just sort of felt the sort of shivering sensation, like and that's ASMR, and it was not about sounds or anything. It was about the atmosphere.
Really. Like you enter an old Victorian room and it's kind of the sort of like the old like the wood sort of creaking, and there's a candlelight. You're kind of like, oh, wait a second. Is
It's
this
like a whole,
I was
yeah,
gonna
it's like a
a
whole
few ASMR
sensorial
artists you've been.
thing.
Yeah, it's sensorial thing.
Yeah.
And that's part of the ASMR experience. You do think about a lot of the great ASMR artists and especially the role playing, and that's part of the whole. It's so important, the setting that like the scene that you're setting and everything like that. So that is really interesting how that's such a unique. Like I think as an ASMR artist, we probably don't think enough about that part of the equation, but it certainly is important. Let's jump on this next question here because I think this is kind of another one. I just wanted to jump in. Sorry to hit you with something serious there quickly, but it
Yeah.
just was something I really thought of right there. But it is SpringleCon, so a lot of people were celebrating for the holidays. I know you're sort of in the southern hemisphere. What do you do for the holidays? What did you have any plans for Easter? Did you do things with family? What is ASMR Weekly up to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a family guy, so yeah, I was with my family and just like giving lots of chocolate to each other, gathering, eating good food, and just celebrating being together. Really,
What
it's
life's all
funny
about, right?
because over here it's not going to be spring. It's the opposite.
That's
So yeah,
right. That's right.
it's starting autumn.
Is there anything that you are working on that maybe just you could share a hint or that you might just want to briefly share with your audience, something that you might that you haven't told anyone about?
Well, I don't keep any much of my projects a secret, but I am working on this year. Like I keep saying it, but this time I'm actually trying to create a schedule and come up with more role plays, and especially more collabs as well, small ones. I usually do like very big collabs that I need to be months working on it. So
Yeah.
I do think that smaller collabs, like 2, 3 people, you know, would be a good choice for me for a bit because I've spent too much time on some of the collabs I've done in the past,
Yeah.
and it exhausts me a bit, and then I don't do another one for like 6, 7 months or something, and
Yeah.
I want to bring more of these sort of short little stories, like little role plays that have multiple characters with a little bit of a story background.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm planning for this year. So yeah,
That's
you can
cool.
expect to see
Well,
them.
if anyone hasn't seen it yet, you did an incredible job on which I might be a little biased, but it was a part of the
Yeah.
animated ASMR video. Definitely go check that out. A bunch of the staff. I mean, I think it was the entire TingleCon staff might have been in that video. So
I
go
think
check that
so.
out. It's incredibly well done, and I can only imagine like the incredibly hard, meticulous work that it took to do all that. So thank you for
Oh
having me be a
yeah.
part of it. ASMR Weekly, have you been a part of TingleCon? And if so, how was it?
I don't remember now. Have I? Yeah, I have. Last year, or was it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was on
yeah, it was
the
last year.
Christmas time. Christmas
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun. Like it's just like I was really nervous about it. I confess, like sort of an interview kind of thing, but it's just cool. It's just a nice talk. You're really good at it, Nathan.
Thank you
So
so
it was
much.
just
Thank you.
fun. Just fun.
Thank
Really
you.
fun.
Awesome. Well, it's been an honor to have you, my friend. It's been an honor to have you. So thank you so much for being a part of it. Okay, so let's jump on to our next question here. How did you get into ASMR? This is the most cliche question imaginable, but yeah. So how did you get into
Yeah.
ASMR, and how did you start creating it? How did you make that jump?
I just like searched for it one day out of curiosity. What is this thing? I found out the term. I googled it. I found the videos. I watched the videos. I really really liked them, and I just after a while, maybe like a year of watching ASMR, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. Like it was kind of new. There was already very big people there, but I thought like, maybe I can bring something to it with my little special effects, my video editing knowledge, and I just jumped into it, and here we are now.
And the rest is legend. The rest is legend. So that said, what is your favorite ASMR video that you've ever made?
Oh, I
Or one of them. What? But let's actually favorite in recent times. Favorite in recent times.
Yeah, it comes back to that thing, like there's the ambience and there's the role play ones. So like I am always so happy with the final results of the collabs. So it's always like the recent one, my favorite one for the role plays. All of them are marvelous because I'm just lucky that everyone comes in with their talent in, you know, and just it's just marvelous to see everything together. So the animated collab that we just did a few months ago, that's my favorite one with real people, if you can say that, because everyone's animated.
What do
And
you
my
mean? It was totally,
ambience,
that's how we look in real life.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah, no,
That's
yeah.
real.
This one is the filter.
This is
So
the
yeah,
thing.
yeah. And about ambience videos, I really like it when I come up with something good for like Hobbit stuff, you know. I'm really known by Harry Potter stuff, but I
was about to
do
say.
love a Lord of the Rings thing, you know, like a Hobbit ambience, it's difficult to compete with, you know.
Like if
So
you were
I
to chill
just,
in one of your own
yeah,
ambiances, you might choose The Hobbit over
I
Harry Potter,
would.
is what you're saying.
And connecting to the previous question as well, this one is not out yet. I've started a sort of hobbits that went into different places sort of series. And there is an ambience video that I think people are going to love, which is hobbits in the highlands.
Oh wow.
So it's different places for hobbits to be, but it still has that same cozy thing, you know, from them.
What about Hobbits and the Highlander? You know, there can only be one. That's it. All right.
Yeah.
That was a dad joke. Dad joke. All right. I dated myself. Okay, so so over the years, I'm sure you've seen a lot of the trends in ASMR changing. Is there? I mean, I feel like it would be, you know, you can be a little political here, but do you have a favorite ASMR trend and a least favorite?
I don't really follow the trends to to really know, but I I think this connects to something we talked about last time as well. I think you asked me about this, which was about the mukbang thing. That could be my least favorite trend. I think I've never got diagnosed or anything, but I think it's something like misophonia, they call
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That's actually question
Which
10. What is your position on mukbang? I mean, I feel like we could just, why don't we just
uh,
hammer out an answer right now? I mean,
yeah,
are we saying
okay.
yes or no beyond mukbang? What are we saying?
I'm respectfully saying no.
Respectfully declining.
But it's just like it's involuntary. It's like the opposite of ASMR for
Mm.
me. Like when you scratch a blackboard with the nails and you go, when you touch the what's that material called, like the
Selfie sort
foam
of, yeah,
thing,
yeah. Yeah.
or even a balloon sometimes, like if you like try to put your fingers on a balloon or
Yeah.
something, like
Gives you
it
that
triggers
feeling.
me, but in a weird way, you know, like
Yeah.
not so satisfying.
I think that there's a lot of people who feel that way. That's why I always bring it up, because it's such a like a 50-50 question. It's like either you
Yeah,
love it or you hate it. And I
it
always
really
say it's interesting
depends.
because I like cooking, but I like cooking ASMR, but I don't like
Mhm.
the eating ASMR, which is always so strange. Um,
Yeah,
but you know, I mean, that's why ASMR is a beautiful thing, because there's an umbrella for all the different things that people love. So
yeah.
that's the one good thing there. Um, so this is kind of just a question that I think a lot of people would have, other ASMR artists, but um, how do you go about making an ASMR video? Like from the beginning to the end? I mean, just briefly, could you take us through like your process to sort of how you do it?
Well, the first is like the idea or the inspiration. I usually just wait for the inspiration to come in, you know. Either maybe I watch a movie and I'm like, that could be a nice ambience, or maybe a role play. And sometimes I'm just scrolling down Instagram or something and I see something that I also feel like would be a good idea. And
Yeah.
then I take inspiration on that. And if we're talking ambiances, first thing is like to create the background image, which could be done like searching for real images. It could be recently I've been playing a lot with like AI, sort of, and I don't rely only on the AI. Because it's still like perfecting it, and there's also the whole discussion about is it really something new? Is it like stealing from another artist? There is that. So I usually create something. I've been using it recently, so to sort of explain the process, I come up with a base background on it, you know, and then I start to on Photoshop like paint on top of it, blending in with some real objects. Like maybe I want to put a chair in there, some books. So that's like real photographs photoshopped in. So I tried to change it. Like I tried to work on it. I can't just like type in, oh, I want this and make it for me, you know? So I put some work on it, and then need to start thinking about animations. Like what can I do here that will bring some life to it? And then I just sit down with like my gallery of pre-recorded sounds. Some of mine, some I find online. So I just sit down for hours, like just listening to it, really, like someone would. And I'm just like, oh, is the rain too loud? Like, let me lower it a bit, maybe put it more to the left here because the window is on this side, and put a bit of fireplace, a bit of page flipping from a book, just really feeling it. And that's for ambience. As for the role play, it's kind of similar. Need to get that inspiration out of the blue, and then I sort of just practice. I don't like to write down like a script or something. I just sort of practice it in my head, like for a day before, just during the day. It's like crazy. Like, oh, what would I be if I want to do a wizard role play and I'm healing someone? I start to think like, okay, how am I going to begin this? Oh, hello there. Are you hurt? You know, where have you been through? Oh, someone attacked you. And then I start to see what works, you know, in my head, sort of memorize it. And then I just film it, sort of improvise a bit. And then we come back to the ambience, because I like to do them in the background of the role plays.
Of course.
So I set up a background, some sounds, all of that, set up the mood, and then just spend hours editing. Editing is it's my favorite part. Some people hate it. I do love it. It's where the magic comes up.
You like the whip. You like to crack the whip on yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I just love seeing like the colors change, the visual effects appearing, the extra sounds, all of that. Yeah. It's like magic for me, really.
Me too. I agree. That's one of the coolest things. You have to really enjoy making videos to do YouTube. That's for sure. That's been really incredible. You know, that's one of the most unique workflows I've heard in terms of like, you know, everyone else is coming from a different perspective. But what would you say is the thing that takes the most time for you, just out of curiosity? Of that process.
When it comes to the ambience, is the sound design, because I do stay on it. It's the most important part, really. Sometimes people just play the video and they go do something else. They don't even look at it. So I sometimes I feel like, oh, am I spending too time on the visuals? But no, they have to look good as well. And when is the role plays, I think it's the setup, like getting ready for it, you know, technically like setting the lights, that kind of stuff, but then getting in the mood as well. Sometimes you're doing something else in your day, and maybe you're on the run or something, and you need to put yourself in a more slow down kind of pace, you know. Oh, let me talk a bit more calm with you, and let's do a ASMR in here, you know.
That's hard. That's very hard with ASMR.
And some days it just doesn't work out, because usually because I try to improvise, which sometimes I think is a mistake a bit. I should have a bit more of a script to guide me. And then I just realize I'm like not improvising very well. And then I'll record again and again and again. So, yeah.
All right. So I think this is probably one of the most important questions, and we just have a couple more left here. What do you think is the hardest lesson that you've learned about being a creator over the years? Is there any advice you might give to a younger self about content creation?
For me, the lesson was, I think, patience, because nowadays you just see like someone starting and they get lucky and then they got like 100 million subscribers already. And you're like, okay, I'm doing everything wrong. Like my channel sucks because I only have like 80, 100 subscribers. It's been a month. It's never going to work. Something like I've actually had like some friends, like they try to start it. And the main complaint was always like this, like, am I doing something wrong? Like, is the videos terrible? And no, the videos are great. They're fine. It takes a bit of time to like spread the word, to get seen. Sometimes it's about luck. Sometimes it's about how much you spam the other YouTubers' comments section or something like that. And it's a process, And for me, it took like almost a year to get 100 subscribers, I think. And I always felt like maybe it wasn't going to work out, but I kept working on it, kept going. Second year, it was like 5,000, I think. And then it started to like, oh, wait, what's going on? And lots of people started, and it was because I finally found what my public enjoyed and what I was, a bit unique on doing, which was like the ambiances, especially Harry Potter, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then everyone just started to like, oh my God, I love this, And so I think my lesson was patience. If I had given up earlier, I had to wait almost 2 years or something to be able to sort of start living from it. So if the person needs to balance that out with work, the day-to-day life activities, it can be really difficult to keep the high spirits.
Yeah, you'd really take an emotional hit on those videos, especially because there seems to be a correlation between the amount of effort and how badly it performs. Like the more effort you put in, the more the algorithm's like, get out of here.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to make you depressed for a month before I set this up.
And sometimes it's not even related to it. I think like there was a lot of people that were really emotionally hit by the YouTube feature that they added, which was that top 10 lost videos. You know that stuff?
I do. Absolutely.
You post a video and it says like, oh, this is number 1 from your last 10 videos. Or then you post a video and it's like 8 or 10, and like, wow, I did a terrible job. And it's not like that. It's not like that. Sometimes it's the day of the week, people are not watching it. And then like 2-3 days after it picks up, sometimes it was really bad for real. But no, it's just you need to be happy with what you're doing. And if the people are happy with it, then then everything is working well. But you can't be all driven by numbers all the time. It's something that you need to kind of overlook sometimes so that you don't get demotivated. Yeah.
You also, I think, have to find, that's one of those key things about that first year where you're really honing in on your skills, working on maybe making 100 videos is what I've heard, but you have to kind of find enjoyment in making videos. I think like when you really, I talked to a lot of YouTubers and a lot of who have succeeded, and the main thing that like a lot of people don't think about because they think about content creation as a personality driven thing. But the one unifying force is most of them love to like edit, produce, make the videos, film them. Some part of it, they just love doing that. And that's why they just keep doing it, because they enjoy the creation process. So you do have to find the love of the art form for sure within that. If you're driven by numbers only, it's going to lead to a lot of depression. But one last thing, just that a lot of videos also can take months to run or even a year. You never know how long until the algorithm might push something, some trend, news event.
The algorithm's crazy.
Yeah, the algorithm's
it's crazy. Sometimes a video of yours like 5 years ago will suddenly today become really famous. It's
Yeah.
like that.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. All right, so let's move on to these next questions here because I know we're both running out of time here. But is there something that you remember maybe like has ASMR changed at all, do you think, since you started creating?
Oh, sure. Yes. Yes.
How do you
I
think
think
it's changed?
I think in the beginning, at least what I used to watch, it was mostly very lo-fi, you know. Not meaning that it was like intentionally lo-fi, like people try to do it today, but it was really like, since it was not huge channels like with great cameras or great microphones, it was really a homemade, you know, and people filming in their closets so that they
Yeah.
didn't have disturbing sounds, with sort of grainy footage because it was low light. People already had a feel for the ambience. They knew it had to be like a low light thing, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think it just got more professional, mainly. Like it got like better equipment, that kind of stuff, since people started to get big on it,
Yeah.
and they ended up like living from it now. So it's like a professional YouTube. You want the best quality, you want all of that. But like in essence, I think it remains pretty much the same. And it's like it doesn't change. It's just that you get to know different aspects of it, because there's always new triggers coming up, new things that you didn't know you felt tingly about, you know. So it's like new discoveries only. The only thing I see different is maybe this quality jump, I would say.
And I think that's probably reflective of YouTube in general, because you could just take Mr. Beast, for example. You look at his first videos and they're terrible. They're like low quality. The audio is this, it's on a
Yeah,
webcam. And then you look at his new stuff and it's like millions of dollars spent per video and teams of 100
yeah.
people. And so it is, I think, a general direction where YouTube is shifting towards, the bar is being raised by different
Yeah.
creators and you have to meet the moment. Similarly with
It's the
music, you listen to
4K
yeah, the
HDR,
4K
all
mode.
that.
Yeah. Wait till the 8K. That's when it's going to be 8K,
Yeah,
12K. Okay, great. So let's move on to the next one. You answered the next question, which is about mukbang. So we got an answer from you there.
yeah.
Medical role. This is only three
Sorry.
questions left. They're the easy ones. This is the easy ones. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, he's so mad at you now. Medical role plays: cranial nerve, general checkup, eye exam, ear exam, or other. Which one do you go for? Both
Oh,
as a creator and a viewer, which one would you choose?
I think I'm pretty sure I've never done a medical role play.
Wow, that's rare,
I've
man. That's
never
rare.
done it.
Oh, I just fell over.
Mostly, mostly can say they did, right?
Yeah.
But I've never done it.
Wow.
And and to be honest, I also don't watch so much the medical ones. Like, I don't know
Wow.
why. I don't know
Wow.
why, but it's just my exclusive,
That's almost a better
personality.
answer. That's almost a better answer
Yeah,
than if you did watch it. It's more surprising.
because because it's like I guess I didn't go so much to the doctor, and whenever I went to, it was always like really white, and I was like, I don't like this so much, you know.
The
They
lights in your
touching like
face.
this, yeah, they touching
Yeah.
these like cold metal things to see if you're breathing right, and like, uh, so my thing was always more like haircuts or in real life, that kind of thing triggered me. Also, one of the first times when I was a kid was when I was in like a shop, and my mother asked for the guy to pack one of the things, like for a gift, and he was just like doing it like so perfectly, almost robotic, but like it was just like the technique, like this, and that triggered me. So I think it's it's like that, it's like when you see someone doing something they know, like they do it in a specific way with a
Yeah.
sort of technique, that triggers me. So I understand why people see that in doctors, because they are professionals, they know what they're doing, so it's sort of just like go and you trust them. and that's sort of
and they're healing
ASMR-ish.
you. You know, they're
Yeah,
healing you. So I think that that's an aspect where it's like
true.
that nurturing moment too.
So
Um,
yeah, I would like any medical role play with that. Like, but I don't have a specific one because I am actually not. I don't watch it so much.
it's not your thing. It's not your thing. Well,
Yeah,
that goes back to, again, there's just so many different styles like music. There's infinite styles of ASMR, just like with music. You can have a guy who just plays piano, and you can have a person
yeah.
who plays with a 80-piece orchestra, and it still sounds good and you like it. So that's the key. Okay, so we got two more questions, very quick ones. So I guess this is kind of a two-parter, but it's so I guess one hard one and one easy one.
Mhm.
What is the biggest challenge you see for ASMR in 2023 moving forward? Or just what's your thought about ASMR in 2023?
The biggest challenge, well, maybe be more creative than last year. I mean, there's not really. I mean, the challenges. I think it's the what people set up for themselves. Like it's almost like a New Year resolutions kind of thing. This year, I want to do more creative stuff. I want to work in group more. I think
Yeah.
2023 with more group collabs would be great. I think when the community comes together, it's like very magical moments. So maybe let's unite more.
Yeah.
let's do stuff together. That's always wonderful. And maybe I don't know if that's still a thing. But like if like ASMR is still seen with weird eyes by people, if that's still a thing, then that's a challenge for this year. Like prove to people that come on, it's ASMR.
It's an
It's
art
like,
form. Come on,
oh,
guys.
it's artistic. It's tingly, shivering.
I still think we do have that problem. I would say that obviously, like you
Yeah.
see it in like HBO shows and things like that, but that is sort of what I was going with this question. Is I think that there still is challenges with getting scientific study as well as mainstream acceptance of ASMR in general. Just that it's more than just a weird thing. That it's also like an art form. It's a form. It's like relaxation. Like you do ambiances. So that in itself, just that's not creepy. That's like nature sounds.
Yeah.
It's something
And
natural. It's something interesting, relaxing.
I think everyone knows it. Like they know the bad one. I usually connect to these two because it's like a sensorial response. They all know like the weird sensation when they hear the classic nails in the blackboard. Like they know that annoying sensation, which is kind of like a shiver. People some already know the good one usually from music. Like they hear a very powerful voice in a moment and they get that, they give it another name.
Frisson. That's what
Frisson.
they call that.
Frisson. Yeah.
FRISSON. Yeah.
And I think they all sort of connected. And so I usually explain to them, like,
Yeah.
that bad one, like when you scratch your nails, like, and you get that weird thing, it's like that, but it's like the good one, it's just
That's a
a
great way
sort
to
of,
describe it,
it's
though.
just a sensorial thing, but when you do in this way, it's sort of just pleasing, it's like this sort of relaxing thing just goes through your nerves, like your nerve system. It's sort of like that.
That's a really good way to describe it. I like that a lot. Okay, so we go down to our last question. This is an easy one, or maybe it's a hard one, depending on your thoughts. But if you could make ASMR on a deserted island, you've got all the equipment. Like this is like you're going to this island to be on like make YouTube ASMR forever. What ASMR prop would you bring with you?
Probably something I never use. And I just thought about it now, like it's pretty easy. Like those sort of fidget things, which has many sides with like a clicking or a this or that. Like
Yeah,
that would be the sort
multi-tool of
of
ASMR.
the sort of Swiss knife, thing. You just like have all the different things here, like click, click, like you just have it all in one small thing. You can
ASMR
do
Swiss Army
everything.
knife. That's it.
Yeah, I
It's
need
a
to buy
theme,
that
man.
now.
It's a theme.
I need to buy it. It's
Yeah,
very,
I
very
was going to
useful.
say, like, we've had this discussion now multiple times. I don't want to say anymore, but I think someone needs to make it. If you're out there, big business, big money
Yeah.
for that ASMR Swiss Army knife. Okay, great. Well, that was really, really fantastic. Is there anything else you would like to, once again, it's ASMR Weekly on YouTube. We're so appreciative to have you. Is there anything that you would like to, parting words you'd like to give to our aspiring ASMR artists or ASMR fans out there?
Oh, I wish everyone a wonderful year of content creating, you know. I wish everyone a lot of inspiration and a lot of time to make the stuff they want to do. Because God knows we don't have enough time to do all the ideas we have. But yeah, I wish everyone the best of luck.
And with that said, our TingleCon for the main event, our TingleCon applications will be opening up right after SpringleCon. So stay tuned for that as well. And with that all said, thanks again to ASMR Weekly, and
Thank
we'll see you later on. Well, hello there, and welcome back to SpringleCon 2023. I'm Nathan Ismar, and I'm joined by the Mandalorian, who's joined us from their travels in space. Mandalorian, how are you today? Or is that somebody else, maybe?
Just a little sneak peek of what my next role.
Oh my God! What? Who would have known?
I didn't change the shirt. So...
It's not realistic. It's not realistic. Look at that prop right there. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're also joined by FamCam as well, the great and one and only FamCam. So today we're back here. We're going to be doing a little something different, actually. I think this might be a first for a TingleCon event, and we're going to be doing a bit of Jeopardy here. So I think it's best that we just sort of turn this over to the General Keith here to explain to us the rules and let us know how things are going to work. And once again, welcome. We appreciate you being here. And if you haven't already, please feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. We truly appreciate it. It helps us in the algorithm. So with that said, Keith, take it away.
Thank you, Nathan. And before we get into it, Hendril, ASMR Weekly, thank you so much once again for joining us in that 1v1 interview. That was a lot of fun. We learned a lot about you. And for those of you who haven't checked out ASMR Weekly, please do. Link to his channel is down below in the description. You will not be disappointed. The man is a literal legend.
Yeah, I think he said something about sharing all of his secrets about production with anyone who wants to know. So just let him know. No, I'm just kidding. Teach us your magic, Kendra, please. Anyway,
the guy actually is a wizard. Like it says in his Twitter bio, wizard doing ASMR. That's not hyperbole. The man is a wizard. But anyway,
share your powers, my friend. Share your powers.
So we're going to be playing some Jeopardy, and you, the audience, are going to play too. It's going to be Nathan versus Paul versus the audience on a team. So the way this is going to work, unlike regular Jeopardy where everybody rings in to answer the question, everybody's going to be answering every question. Or you can decide not to answer a question if you don't want to lose points, because in Jeopardy, you answer the question correctly, you gain points. You answer the question incorrectly, you lose points. If you decline to answer, your score stays the same. Now, the way the audience is going to be answering is the first person to give the answer is the answer that counts. But there's a catch. For those of you who are familiar with Jeopardy, the question is asked in the form of an answer, and the answer is given in the form of a question. So I'd say, this is the color that FamCam is wearing on his shirt right now. You would answer, what is red? If that makes sense. So you start your answer with what is, who is, etc., etc. If somebody just simply says red, we're not going to count the answer. The first person who answers in the form of the question That's the answer that we're going to take from the audience. Now, if the audience wants to opt out of answering the question to stay even, everybody collectively in the audience has to just not answer, which is unlikely to happen, but it can. But if one person is confident enough to answer the question correctly, we're going to take it. Now, Nathan and Paul, they're going to be sending me their answers directly in a DM before we read out all the answers. They are viewing the stream from their computer, but they have the chat blocked, so they can't see your answers. I will be keeping an eye on chat myself. With that said, everybody ready to start?
I think we're ready. So, just to real quickly, a few things before we begin. Just a shout out to ASM Architects, who is always a great supporter of TingleCon. Good to see you there. Good to see you there.
Welcome, ASM Architect.
Welcome. And secondly, so if you could just summarize kind of really quick for our chat once again, kind of what is happening. I think because for some of it, I think, a concise explanation might help just a little bit, because we're going to jump into this very shortly here.
Yeah, so everybody is going to be playing Jeopardy, including the audience. The audience is going to be playing as a team collectively as the third player, Nathan and Paul being the other two people playing. And everybody's going to be answering every question, not just ringing in like you would Jeopardy. Your scores are going to be down at the bottom of the screen when we reveal the board. And we're going to be playing 3 rounds. Scores are going to accumulate between rounds. So good luck, everybody. And without further ado, let's start. And actually, one more thing I want to point out. When choosing different questions, we're going to take turns alternating 3 ways. So Nathan's going to be first, Paul's going to be second, audience is going to be third. And when it's the audience turn to pick a prompt, the first person to choose in the chat is the one we do. So why don't we start? Here's the board.
Okay, let's try it out.
The categories for round 1 are ASMR legends, triggers, collabs, ASMR and pop culture, and history of TingleCon. So Nathan, the board is yours.
Well, I feel bad because I feel like history of TingleCon is probably, I could regret doing this.
Well, some of these questions predate you and Paul's involvement in TingleCon.
All right. I'm going to change it. We'll go with ASMR Legends for 100.
All right.
Keep it safe.
Frivolous Fox ASMR has this tattoo on her hand. Write your answers down. Remember to answer in the form of a question. What is, etc. Otherwise, it will not count.
Oof.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh, I can see. I just saw. Paul, you gotta do it. You gotta
send it to me directly.
Okay, sorry.
Good to see that.
Well, both of you answered at the exact same time, so it's okay.
It worked out that time. Yeah.
Frivolous Fox ASMR has this tattoo on her hand. We're waiting on the audience. Does the audience want to answer? If nobody answers, then they just have their score stay level. This is for 100 points.
So for 100 points,
Lana, just write your answer in the chat. The first person who writes their answer in the chat, what is, and the answer is the audience answer.
The audience is the team. The audience is the team. Just put your answer in the chat.
Whoever's quick to answer is the one answering.
It's tricky because she has 2 tattoos, right?
Does she? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right, we got our answer. Are you ready?
All right. Let's do it.
What is a crucifix? What is a cross is accepted?
That's right, yeah.
So the audience will get 100. Nathan and Paul both answered what is a fox.
For the 100 question. Wow. I guess I'm just out of the loop. I guess I'm a boomer. ASMR boomer. Is that a thing? Yes, it is.
All right.
It has to be a thing.
Good job. Right. Good job, everybody. Good job, Lana.
Well, there is now. There is now if there wasn't before.
Yeah. All right. So, Paul, the board is yours.
You know what? I'm going to go collabs for 400.
collabs for 400. And the answer
Oof,
is
that's risky.
In 2022, TingleCon featured a collab involving this actor reprising his role from the original series.
Wait, say the question. Can you say, let me see here.
Yeah, in 2022,
yeah.
TingleCon featured a collab involving this actor reprising his role from the original series. The actor.
That's a hard one. I think this panel is sort of biased to know the answer to this, but
yeah. Remember to answer in the form of a question.
All right.
Ace Architect says, "Oh no, I knew his first name, forgot the last."
No, but you just have to name the name of the collab, not who it was. Not who it was.
No, it is who it is. It's the actor, not the name of the collab.
Oh wait, no, I misread that.
Yeah.
Oh, can I
you misunderstood the question, so you can send me another answer.
This was my best chance to take the lead.
Shoot, I think I'm going to get this one wrong, actually, because I'm kind of mixing up a few things here now. I feel bad.
All right.
Should know
Last
this.
call for audience answers. If the audience doesn't answer, their score will stay the same.
Could be a good thing.
Could be a good thing. It's better than answering wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I should have answered with. I can answer with nothing, right? I mean, now I'm screwed. But
if you answer with nothing, then
for next time.
But you did answer.
I pass.
All right.
No, I gave an answer.
Everybody ready? And it is, who is Simon Osborn? So Paul, you answered correctly. You get 400. Oh, whoa.
Oh, it's Architect got it.
Yes, Ace Architect did get it. I trust there was enough delay, so we'll take it. Nathan's answer was, who is Simon the Younger?
I mix his role with his first name.
Pitt the Younger. Yeah. Okay.
Shame be upon me.
All right. So, audience, the board is yours. The first one to pick the category and the amount will determine the answer, or determine the question, determine the prompt. So the first person in the chat to pick a prompt, category, and the amount you want to go for. No pressure.
We need a Jeopardy sound effect here.
Olivia chooses triggers for 100.
Triggers
for 100. So this trigger that involves placing something over the mic not only sounds like the ocean, but is named after it. This trigger that involves placing something over the mic not only sounds like the ocean, but is named after it.
Oh, I realized I got that wrong. That's it. I was trying to be quick, but then speed is not valuable in this case.
Speed is only valuable if you're in the audience.
Yeah.
That is the one disadvantage of the audience is having to answer quicker, but the advantage is they have more people to know the correct answer. So it kind of evens out. Last call. This trigger that involves placing something over the mic not only sounds like the ocean, but is named after it. Hopefully someone else in the audience knows it.
That's a hard one for 100. That's time.
I guess it's a lot more known on Twitch than it is YouTube, but it does happen a lot on YouTube. All right. Time is up. So Audience will remain the same points wise. So Nathan's answer was what is fluffy mic triggers. Paul's answer is what is shell, and the answer is what is towel ocean. You put a towel over the mic and you brush it. It's very similar to fluffy mic, but with a
No,
towel.
I haven't heard of that.
It's amazing.
Not heard of that one.
All right. So there we go. And
I learned something new.
Yeah. All right, Nathan, the board is yours.
Oh boy, let's see here. May I see the board? There we go.
Yeah, there's a little
Let's
delay.
just do add triggers for 200.
Triggers for 200.
Yeah.
This household item is commonly cut in ASMR videos and other oddly satisfying videos. This household item is commonly cut in ASMR videos and other oddly satisfying videos. Audience has their answer from ASMR Architect. Thank you. We got Nathan's answer.
I'm going to go no answer because
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Paul's opting out. Okay. And so Nathan's answer and the audience answer is both what is soap, and y'all are correct.
So, yeah. They
So
do
Nathan
that.
and audience both get 200. And Paul, the board is...
God knows I needed it.
Yeah. Paul, the board is yours.
Collabs 500. I think.
Collabs 500.
Go big.
Going big. This ASMR artist played Sting in GB ASMR's B movie.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna.
This ASMR artist played Sting in GB ASMR's B movie.
No, I'm gonna change that.
Never felt so used. It's okay, Tristan. It's there's going to be a lot more questions. I'm sure you'll be able to get some of them. So we got a pass from Nathan. We got our answer from Paul.
Oof. Risky, Paul. It's risky.
It can only be one of 3 people, and I thought I'm feeling lucky.
All right.
I had to guess, but I didn't want to take the chance. I
Last-
can't afford to lose.
Yeah.
Can't afford any more losses.
Last call from audience. If I guess and get it wrong, do I lose points to the team? Yes, you do. So if you're not sure, it's okay not to answer. You guys are so nice. Love this community. Oh, thank you. You are too. I'm glad to have you as part of it. All right. I won't guess. Playing games has never been this chill. I know, right? All right. So we're at time. Nathan and the audience did not answer. Paul did.
Smart move,
His
audience.
answer is who is Maddie Tingles. The correct answer is who is Danny Dossel ASMR. Sorry, Paul.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, Danny Dossel.
That's right.
Should have known.
All right, audience, the board is yours.
It's a race to the bottom between me and Nathan.
It is.
The audience is.
I have to claw my way back up to 0.
Architect says, "Oh, phew, I was thinking Maddie Tingles."
Yeah,
That was a good guess.
Tristan
I just
says,
don't
that's sad
understand.
because I watched Danny Dossel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So FYI to the audience, Nathan and Paul cannot see the chat, so they can't see your answers. So I'm the one keeping an eye on the chat.
Yeah.
And the mods. and the mods. But the mods are also part of the audience team. So
we're waiting
the-
for an audience member just to choose a category and
All
an
right,
amount.
and we got that ASMR Legends for 200 chosen by ASMR Architect.
Thank you, ASM Architect.
The ASMR nerd is known for his love of this potable.
This.
This
What is
beverage.
potable?
Yeah, what is a potable?
Alcoholic drink.
Oh.
Oof. Should know this
The
one.
ASMR nerd is known for his love of this potable alcoholic beverage. We got an answer from Nathan. And we got our answer from Paul. Glad I wasn't the only one that didn't know what a potable was. Yeah, I'll be honest. The reason why I worded that way is because I'm a big fan of Saturday Night Live Celebrity Jeopardy, and they always have potent potables as a category in every single episode. And they never use it. That's like the running gag. Olivia says, I thought potable is something you put in a pot like a plant. Maybe potable is a
I was thinking like a potion.
Potable is a pretty broad term, but in this instance, we're referring to alcoholic beverages.
I was thinking like Diablo, like a mana potion or something like.
All right, last call for the audience. If anybody wants to answer, speak now or forever hold your peace. The peace of not having to worry about score changes.
I mean, it's kind of like stock trading. It's like the dead man is the best trader of them all. It's kind of like the audience not giving it answers actually is why they're up. And Paul and I were.
Tristan says, if
the illusion
it's your
of
bad, it's not.
We think we're smart, but that's what's hurting us right now.
Tristan says, it's too bad it's not Jack Daniel's greatest thing in the world.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
I
hate whiskey other than Fireball. I cannot deal with whiskey.
No one's perfect.
I see. Yeah, I can see the appeal though. I can see the appeal of Jack Daniel's. But
I love it. My
body doesn't let me.
Whiskey in general is delicious.
Yeah, I'm more of a vodka guy.
So Tristan, is that a final answer? I can't see you in the chat. Is that your final? Who knows? It could be. It could be. We don't know.
You'll have to write what is Jack Daniels, but it looks like we're at time. So audience is opting out. We got answers from Nathan and Paul. Nathan's answer is what is beer. Paul's answer is what are flaming sambuchas.
I was gonna jokingly say that. That's so funny.
I
was like, what is spicy kombucha?
What is beer? Nathan is correct.
I knew. I've seen him drinking from many an ale from the big mugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Nathan, the board is yours.
Board is mine. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let's see here. I'm going to go with, let's go history of TingleCon 100.
Ooh.
Before switching to Zoom in 2021, TingleCon panels were hosted on this platform. Both of you have experience with this.
Indeed. We certainly do.
All right, we got our audience answer. If I'm wrong, I give up. All right, we got our answers. Nathan's answer is what is Discord. Paul's answer is what is Skype. And Tristan's answer is what is YouTube.
Nice spread of answers.
It was, yeah. It was on Twitch at the time, but what is Twitch isn't correct in the context of this question. I should have been more clear. Hosted like the calls being conducted, hosted through that way. We use Zoom now, but previously we used what is Discord. Nathan,
I even sat in a Discord waiting room ready for a live panel.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then I went wrong, very naughtily wrong.
But no, fell. That was only for 100. I'm
almost in the positive zone, guys.
Yeah. Audience is leading with 600 points. Nathan with negative 100. Paul with
crushing
us. 600.
They're crushing us.
Y'all are risk takers.
They really are.
All right, Paul. The board is yours.
Here we go.
Oh, ASMR in pop culture for 500.
Okay.
That's hard.
Paul is a risk taker. I like it.
He is. He's the risk taker.
Game Grumps did 2 ASMR 10-minute Power Hour episodes with this former Grump returning as a guest.
Oh, yes.
Game Grumps did 2 ASMR 10-minute Power Hour episodes with this former Grump returning as a guest. We got a pass from both Nathan and Paul. Give the audience a little bit of time to decide. We got some don't knows. That's okay. Everybody's playing it safe, it looks like. We'll give the audience a little bit more time if anybody wants to chime in and answer. Give it a few more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause a little bit to account for the delay. All right. And the answer is, who is Ross O'Donovan, a.k.a. Rubber Ninja? All right, so...
not sure who that is, but all right.
Yeah, he's
That's why it's the 500.
He's an animator and used to be part of the Game Grumps crew. He was really funny. Kind of a sadist, too. All right, audience, the board is yours. Olivia chooses collabs for 100. This candy was the subject of a sit-down ASMR movie featuring 5 popular ASMR artists. This candy was the subject of a sit-down ASMR movie featuring 5 popular ASMR artists. We got an answer from Paul. We got a pass from Nathan. Squid Game vibe. Feel like I've only watched point many zeros one of ASMR from these questions. Drawing a blank. Full disclosure, I've never seen a single episode of Squid Game.
Oh, you gotta check it out. It's a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to.
If I don't get this one right, then I'm doomed. Because this is... It's too negative to come. They're going to foreclose on me. That's just so negative at this point.
Anyone in the chat?
Blue vine, turnips on.
I can't see the chat, sadly,
Yeah.
so I can't see what anyone has. So I'm like, so did someone answer it? No.
No. So everybody passes except for Paul. Paul answers, what is Pop Rocks? The answer is, what is Reese Cups?
I should not have risked it. Not have risked it.
Only 100 points.
That wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
All
I mean,
right.
at least you took a chance. I didn't
Yeah.
even give an answer, you know?
Yeah, it was
terrible.
Yeah, it was with
I took the coward's way out.
it was with GB, Darling, Maddie Tingles, ALB and
I
Whisperland.
knew that they had
and,
done something, but I couldn't remember which one it was. I was like, is it chocolate?
Yeah, and
I mean,
Seafoam Kitten.
Excuse me.
All 5 of them got together in Canada and shot it. All right, so the board is now Nathan's.
All right, so I'm going to go with ASMR Legends for 300.
All right. The first intentional ASMR video was uploaded by this ASMR artist in 2009.
Yeah.
The first intentional ASMR video was uploaded by this ASMR artist in 2009.
But I've went for it anyway.
All right, we got our answers from everybody already. Olivia, thank you for the audience answer. Everyone answers Who is Whispering Life, and everybody gets points.
Nice.
Congratulations. That's 300 each. Paul, the board is yours.
Oh, what can I get wrong this time? I'm going to go collabs again, 300.
Collabs for 300. And in ASMR Weekly's animated movie, this ASMR artist played the casting director.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Sent.
All right, so we got our answers from everybody. Olivia from the audience, and everybody answered GB ASMR, and the correct answer is, who is GB ASMR? Congratulations. Y'all are on a roll.
Let's go. Let's go.
Got the momentum. Okay. The board belongs to the audience now.
Brilliant collab, that.
Yeah. That was so much fun.
Mr. Weekly did such a good job putting that together. All the little mini characters he did throughout were so good.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Lana Del Rey ASMR chooses triggers for 300.
Ooh.
According to ASMR memes, this is the best trigger. This is for those on Twitter and Instagram. Might know this one. According to ASMR...
I feel like I should know this. I'm going to take a guess, even if I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. According to ASMR memes, this is the best trigger.
No answer from me, but I think I know.
ASMR Architect says, oh no, I feel like they say everything and everyone and everything is the best. No, ASMR memes has a particular favorite trigger in his memes. Paul was opting out of actually answering, but gave a guess that he will not apply 2 points. So whether he's right or wrong, it won't affect his score. Nathan gave an actual answer, and we'll give the audience a bit of time to think this one through. Olivia says Lana the Fire might be out now. I don't think I know this one. Architect says, I feel like ear cleaning. I don't know, but I don't want to answer. That's fine. Last call.
I kind of regret my answer, but I'm just going to let it stick.
Okay.
I think it's ear licking. I'm going to change mine to ear licking, but leave my answer from before. That's what I'm going to say.
Wait, you
No, I'm leaving my answer what I previously wrote, but I'm just saying as a second answer, as a ear licking is what I would have. I kind of regret not choosing.
All right, so
it doesn't count though. It doesn't count if it's right.
Yeah, so no answer from the audience, no answer from Paul, but unofficially he says ear cleaning. Nathan's actual answer is tapping ASMR. The correct answer is, what is wood tapping? I will take tapping because that applies.
Yes, I knew. Yes, I knew.
Nice.
One with my gut on that one.
Getting there.
I've seen him because he's like makes a lot of jokes about like the cliches, you know. So I felt like it was seen a few jokes here and there.
Yeah, I've even commented on that in one of my earlier hot pepper videos, I had something wooden to tap on, and I was like, wood tapping is the best trigger according to ASMR memes. That was back in 2019. Going way back. Before we started TingleCon. Okay, so crap. Yeah, Nathan, the board is yours.
All right, board is mine. Okay, so I'm gonna go with history of TingleCon for 500.
Big money.
All right, big money.
Well, big, yeah.
In
Just
the
try it
year
out, see what
of
happens.
in the year of TingleCon's inception, FamCam, aka moi, played this game as part of an ASMR gaming Q&A panel. Going way back.
Yeah, I would guess. I'm going to guess it. You can't go more negative than... Oh, no, I'm positive now. Oh, I'm taking a massive risk here.
Taking a massive risk.
Let's just do it.
We got Paul's answer. Nathan passes.
I have a guess too. I'm gonna take. I'll say it off the record right before we.
You can, yeah. As soon as we get an audience answer or nobody answers, you can give us your unofficial guess. And give the audience 15 more seconds. All right. So we get a pass from the audience and a pass from Nathan. Nathan, what's your unofficial answer?
I was gonna say Among Us. That's just my guess. Or Dead by Daylight. One of those two.
You know, it's funny. I played Dead by Daylight for the first time just months ago.
Oh, it's a good game.
So it's not Among Us. Paul's answer was, what is GoldenEye? I'm sorry, Paul. The correct answer is...
That's a strong guess.
What is Super Mario Maker 2?
That's a hard.
I wouldn't have guessed that. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
There's a reason why that's worth a lot of points.
You know, Paul, I didn't think of that, but I would have guessed that. I'm glad I passed.
I could just see.
Yeah, GoldenEye was a good guess, though. That is my favorite game.
Yeah, classic.
Okay.
All right.
And Paul, the board is yours.
Collabs 200.
Collabs 200. This two-part...
Was that Collabs Day?
Yeah, this two-part all-male ASMR collab was created by Atlas ASMR. This two-part all-male ASMR collab was created by Atlas ASMR. We got Paul's answer, and we got Nathan's answer, and we got the audience answer from Olivia.
Classic. That's a classic.
Everybody answered, "What is the gentleman?" And y'all are correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Good collab, that.
Yeah.
Allegedly, yeah, it was. It was. Well, we all remembered it, so it certainly did make an impact.
Audience, the board is yours.
I think that might have been the collab that springed Atlas, catapulted him.
100%.
100%.
All right.
So we're taking the board from the audience. Pick a category and an amount.
Crushing us right now.
Yeah, the audience is doing great. ASMR Sec picks ASMR in pop culture for 100.
Yeah, we kind of stayed out of the pop culture area there.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
In 2019, actress Zoe Kravitz did ASMR in a commercial for this popular annual American sports event. Can't read the categories. The board is blurry on your dumb phone. Oh, gotcha. We got Nathan's answer. We got the audience answer from ASM Architect. And And we got Paul's answer. All of you answered what is the Super Bowl, and you are correct.
Well, I said, what is the superb owl?
You did, but
Counts.
I know what you
Welcome,
meant.
superb owl.
All right, nobody's in the red now. Okay, Nathan, the board is yours.
So let's see. What do we got over here? What do we got over here?
And by
Let's
the way,
see.
we're getting close to the hour, so we'll just finish this board. The other two boards I
Yeah.
built we'll save for another TingleCon event. How about that?
Of course. And just another reminder, again, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. It will help us tremendously with the algorithm, which we really appreciate it. So
Absolutely.
okay, here we go. Let's go to the next one here. We've got maybe triggers for 500.
Triggers for 500. This is the ASMR trigger that many Twitch ASMR artists say they don't do in their stream titles and tags. I spelled titles wrong with tiles, but it's titles. This is the ASMR trigger that many Twitch ASMR artists say they don't do in their stream titles and tags. We got Nathan's answer.
Nope, not risking it.
Not risking it. Okay, Paul is passing. ASMR Architect says, oh, I don't watch Twitch, so no idea. Olivia says, I have a vague guess, but I don't want to risk it. We'll give the audience 20 more seconds. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, so we got a pass from Paul and the audience. Lana says, I want to say mouth sounds, but I'm also not a risky person. That's fine. You were close. Nathan answered what is ear licking, and you are correct.
Go big or go home. That's all I got to say right there.
Yeah.
Now you were just an inch behind the audience.
Woo!
You're doing
Pick it up, audience. All right, here we go.
No better, no worse than where I began. It just sounds like the story of my life.
I mean, that's almost positive in a way, you know?
Yeah. Paul, the board is yours.
Legends for 500.
All right. Big money. This ASMR artist is the first streamer to become a Twitch partner live at TwitchCon. And I think still only. This ASMR artist is the first streamer to become a Twitch partner live at TwitchCon. Notice a lot of the Twitch answers are worth more because most people here are YouTube only.
Yeah.
It only makes sense.
Well, I do watch a little bit. I'm not totally just not as much as my YouTube. Yeah.
I am a bit more present on Twitch. Okay, we got a pass for Nathan.
Yeah, pass for me. I can't be sure.
Yeah. I feel like I should know it, but
Yeah, me too.
We got a couple of don't know this ones. 15 more seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we got all passes, so nobody's score will be affected. The answer is, who is darker for Serenity?
I would have got that.
nope,
one.
I had no idea. Yeah,
Sure.
I would have
He's
got that.
he's
100%
fantastic. He hasn't streamed or posted in a while, but his stuff is amazing. Highly recommend it. Okay, audience, the board is yours.
Yeah, anybody?
Okay, Olivia picks ASMR Legends for 400. This is the first gaming-focused ASMR artist to hit the 100K subscriber milestone on YouTube.
Oof.
This is the first gaming-focused ASMR artist to hit the 100K subscriber milestone on YouTube.
Okay, I'm gonna guess it because we.
Yeah, I
haven't-
want to make a guess. Let me just. I gotta think. Here. Let me just.
I just know that they brought, a few people on the. Yeah, I'm probably wrong here.
All right, we got our answer from Paul.
I can't think of anybody bigger.
Olivia says, "Oh dang, I keep picking the ones I don't know anyone know."
I'm just gonna take a guess. I'm going wild. I think I know who it is, but I just can't remember his name exactly. But oh no, wait! I'm changing my name. I'm changing my name.
That's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm changing my answer to this right here. There we go. There we go.
All right. So if you remind our audience, remember to answer in the form of a question. If you think you know it, who is in the answer? Otherwise, it counts as just a speculation. Kristen says, "I'd rather not lose the team point. That's why I didn't ask us." Oh, fair. All right. Give the audience 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we get a pass from the audience. Nathan says, "Who is Collect and Play?" Paul says, "Who is ASMR Gaming News?" And the correct answer is...
Collect and Play.
Who is ASMR Gaming News?
Oh, what?
Collect and Play doesn't have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube
no.
now. He does have that over that many on TikTok.
I guess Jubilee Whispers though. First, he beat ASMR Gaming News beat Jubilee Whispers.
Yeah, he was there before Jubilee Whispers.
Wow. That was my other guess. I thought it was too obvious.
Jubilee Whispers would have been a good guess, but no, it is ASMR Gaming News. So points to Paul, docking Nathan. Audience stays the same.
0. That's all I wanted. Oh, but I'm in striking distance of Nathan. I mean, the audience.
Yeah, you're there, man.
They're just blowing me away.
All right.
You go high stakes, you win, but you win big, but you lose big too.
Yeah. Nathan, the board is yours.
All right, we only got a couple left here, so I'm gonna go with triggers for 400.
Okay, and this trigger, often referred to as squishy balls, contains water beads, better known in ASMR as this. We got an answer from Nathan.
I'm not risking it. I'm going to say no answer.
You've seen a Mr. Beast video, you know this one too.
Oh, really? ASMR Architect says, "Oh man, I know what they are, but I don't know what they're called." Relatable. I first saw them in ASMR in a Zeitgeist video.
Yep, he's head of the crew. The classic one though.
Last call. This trigger, often referred to as squishy balls, contains water beads, better known in ASMR as this. All right. Looks like the audience is passing. as is Paul. Nathan answered, what is Orbeez? And you are correct. What are Orbeez? So Nathan gets...
Yeah, Mr. Beast did a video where
points.
he like filled his backyard with like a bajillion Orbeez.
Really?
It's wild. It's a good video. It's a good video. Yeah.
Nice. All right, Paul, the board is yours.
Pop culture for 200.
You got it. Haley Williams of Paramore used ASMR to promote this hair color brand. I can tell you Carol was really thrilled when that was going on because she's like the biggest Paramore fan.
No.
Oops, excuse me. Dropped my phone.
All right, we got an answer from Nathan. Keith really doing his research on these questions. Yeah. I'll be honest, half of them I already knew. The other half I had to research.
Yeah, I'm skipping. It was something like, I know roughly what it was like die. Gonna die. I don't remember.
What do you think, audience? $15 more seconds for audience.
Anybody, somebody.
Crickets. Okay, so audience and Paul pass. Oh, look who it is. Our very own Amy K has showed up to save the day. That rhymed.
Hey,
Yeah.
we can't see you in the chat, but what's going on?
Well,
Yeah,
hey,
Amy
the
says,
chat
so
so that
excited
we-
for this one. Yeah. So we're finishing up this board, and then we'll move on to Hot Pepper Mukbang. But the only person who answered this question is Nathan. He says, what is L'Oreal? And the correct answer is, what is Good Die Young?
That's right, yeah.
So Nathan will be
And you like a die,
losing
like
200.
death joke thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
All
the
right.
one.
So audience, the board is yours. Pick a category and an amount. Anybody in the audience can pick one. The first one to picks is the one we go with. Oh, L answered. So yeah, that's right. Okay, the audience gets 200.
Oh,
I didn't see that.
Destroying.
No, we'll count it.
That's it.
600 behind. It's possible, mathematically possible, Nathan, for you to catch.
If I'm convinced that you answered before I reveal the answer, I'm going to count it. Okay, so the board is the audiences. Pick a category and an amount. The remaining categories are ASMR and pop culture and history of TingleCon. ASMR Architect
I've got the
picks
advantage.
history of TingleCon for 200. You do. All right. This is the year TingleCon debuted. Remember to answer in the form of a question. What is blank? All right. We got Nathan's answer. We got the audience answer from Olivia. And we got Paul's answer. Nathan answered, what is 2018? Paul in the audience answered, what is 2019? Sorry, Nathan, but it is what is 2019.
Oh.
2018 is
that.
2018 is when I debuted as an ASM artist. But yeah, it was 20.
Failed. I failed.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go, guys. I hang my head. Sure.
I hung my head. The audience is killing it, y'all.
They are. That's it.
All
We
right.
can't catch the audience, but Nathan, I can catch you.
Yeah.
Nathan,
No.
Nathan, the board is yours.
Let's see here. I'm gonna go with history of TingleCon for 300. Let's,
This is ASMR. This ASMR is FamCam's predecessor as TingleCon's president. This should be. Staff has an advantage, clearly. We got Nathan's answer. We got Paul's answer, and we got Olivia's answer for the audience. Everybody answered, "Who is Carol ASMR?" Paul said, "Who is the wonderful Carol?" And
Christmas
That should be worth bonus 50 points.
you're correct. You're correct. It is Carol ASMR. So everybody gets points.
300. Just 300, Nathan.
Paul,
You
Paul, the board is yours.
It's for all the beans, man. It's for all the beans.
For all the beans.
Pop culture for 400.
Aubrey Plaza, Cardi B, and several others have done ASMR videos for this magazine. We got Nathan's answer. Paul is not actually going to answer, but gave an unofficial one. We got our answer from Lana Del Rey ASMR and ASMR Architect giving the same answer. So Nathan answered, "What is Vogue?" Paul passes but guesses, "What is Rolling Stone?" And the audience is collectively guessing, "What is W Magazine?" And the audience is correct.
W, yeah.
What is W Magazine?
I give up.
Audience, the board is yours.
Nathan.
That's it, man.
Nathan. 100.
That's it, bro.
Oh, did
I'm not
Olivia
gonna
Munn
sleep
do
all
one
night
too?
now. That's it.
What was that, Keith?
I guess Olivia Munn did one as well. Olivia picks History of TingleCon for 400. This is this is TingleCon's 1,000th Twitch follower. Someone might have an advantage.
Oh, I know who it is, actually.
Oh no.
I think.
Hey, Simplicity, welcome. Nathan passes. Paul answers. This is TingleCon's 1,000th Twitch follower before we made the switch to YouTube.
I just vaguely remember this being the case.
Don't worry, Paul. We can't catch up either way, bro. They won.
Oh yeah, they've got this.
The audience clinched. Now
We
now
tried
for
so
fun.
hard, but it just didn't happen.
In the end, it
we
didn't
add
even
our scores
matter.
Together, we still lose.
Didn't even matter, as they say, as the greats say.
Mm-hmm. 15 more seconds for the audience to answer.
I was there when it happened, and I think.
Yeah, all three of us were.
Oops.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So Paul's the one that answered. He says who's Amy K, and you are correct.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Our very own Amy
He
K.
played it big.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Amy K, who is the
Legend.
latest member of the TingleCon staff, is also the 1,000th Twitch follower.
She should get a prize.
She should get a prize. I agree.
That's it. 1,000. Come on, Amy. Come on. Should have at least top 10. That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right. And ASMR in pop culture for 300 is the last one. Everybody ready? IKEA's 2017 ASMR campaign took place in this type of living space.
I'm going to guess. That way, Nathan, you've got to
Yeah, I'm going to guess.
And I'll give you a hint. It's not the type of...
Going for all the marbles.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. It's not the type of specific room. The type of housing is what I'm asking for.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Woo.
Hmm.
Olivia says not going to risk an answer in this one. We're doing so well at the moment. Paul gave his answer.
I was just thinking, where would you do ASMR?
Yeah, it is. It isn't a bedroom, but a bedroom of what? Nathan gave
I
his
just
answer.
guessed. I already hang my head in shame, so it can't be. Even if I guess it wrong, the disappointment can't grow any further.
All of you drinking water is making me think of the inferno I'm going to go through in a little bit. That's going to prevent me from being allowed to drink water.
You need milk, man.
Oh,
you
you
need
do.
milk.
You
I
Or
got
almond milk.
I got ice cream. Almond milk isn't very effective because there's not a lot of sugar or fat. That's why cow milk, oat milk, cashew milk,
Oh, yeah, oat milk.
those are
Oat
way
milk,
more
yeah.
effective.
Yeah. Gotta have a cup nearby.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bring a tub of ice cream.
And just to say real quick, make sure people that you join us for our last event of the day, which will be coming up shortly, the spicy mukbang. Just a reminder beforehand. This being the last question at all.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give the audience 15 more seconds to answer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we got no answer from the audience. We got answers from Nathan and Paul. Nathan answers, what is a mobile home? Paul answers, what is a cabin in the woods? The answer is, what is a college dorm room?
No. Our humiliation has been furthered, Paul. What did we do? What have we become, sir? What have we become?
Final score. In third place, Nathan with 500 points. In second place, Paul with 1,000 points. And in first place, the audience.
Well deserved.
2,600 points. Great job, everybody.
Guys, look, Paul and I just said beforehand, we go easy on you. I mean.
That's exactly what happened.
That was so much fun, everybody.
We didn't want you to be too hurt,
All right. So don't go away. We will be back in a little bit for our closing ceremony of the day, which is going to be me eating some spicy peppers. We'll be back in just a few.
We are back. We're doing some ASMR, right? We're doing this. We got some timeouts there or deleted
no.
messages.
I
Hopefully,
don't
you guys
remember
can.
adding Streamlabs to this channel, but maybe I did a long time ago. Sorry, Olivia.
Oops.
Oops.
Well, that's our bot just blocking you from posting long messages. Sorry about that. We're gonna try to do a little ASMR for as long as we can here. Some soft spoken. My mic sucks, so otherwise you won't be able to hear me. So sorry for those that love whispering. I apologize to you now.
Well, soft speaking
But
is
anyway.
another way to do it, and I personally do at least on Twitch, I do soft speaking a lot more than I do whispering.
Fantastic. Well, me too. Me too. Do more soft speaking. Yeah, Paul, how are you doing over there?
I think pretty good. Wow, I'm doing some ASMR stuff. Usually I'm very terrible at this and I always go too fast and never whisper. So trying my best here to keep it to sort of acceptable.
It's Shakespearean. And by the way, before we begin, why don't I read the message Olivia attempted to send that Streamlabs thought was wrong but wasn't. Olivia says, though I have to say the combination of the relaxing audio over top of Keith's intense expression in the thumbnails is amusing contrast. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
That is amazing. That is amazing. So we have another comment here from Tristan Shiflet. Danny, California, while you eat the peppers.
Sounds good.
Definitely. Definitely. So Keith, what are we doing here today? What are we all lined up here today?
Yeah, so I have 3 kinds of peppers that I'm going to be eating. The first is chili d'arable. It's at 15,000 to 3,000 Scoville units. And to give you an idea, most people are familiar with how hot a jalapeno is. That is 2,500 to 8,000 Scoville units. So this is over twice as hot. Well, no, actually, if you take the hottest jalapeno, then this would be actually, yeah, it would be roughly twice as hot. Yeah. I can't math right now. Following that.
So have you?
Yeah.
I was going to say, have you been working on your poker face for when are you going to be screaming?
We'll soon find out, shall we? Following that are going to be Thai chili peppers. These are 50,000 to 100,000 Scoville units. These are nothing to sneeze at, although you may sneeze if you have one of these. And last,
Keith, what kind of precautions have you taken? Did you let the fire department know that you have this going on, or?
I've personally spoken to Smoke and Ed Curie to give me some moral support if I need it.
That's good. That's good.
I wish. For those who don't know who Smoke and Ed Curie is, he's the guy who invented the Carolina Reaper. That guy eats 3 Reapers per day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. How does he live? I mean, how does he live?
You're quiet enough already.
Yeah,
you build up a tolerance. And last, I will have a Scotch bonnet, which has the same Scoville range as habaneros, 100K to 350K on the Scoville scale.
Wow. It reminds me
Famcam?
episode with Homer where he covers his mouth with hot wax so that he can eat them.
Did you provide your emergency contact list before you did this? Prepared this, or?
Yeah, Ed Curie is the emergency contact. Remember? Okay.
All right, that's great. That's great.
All right. So, without further ado, let's start with this little darling right here, chili d'arable. Cheers, everybody.
Good luck.
And by the way, part of pepper rules is you're not supposed to drink water to try and relieve, but you can use water to help wash it down like a pill. So
Would you say that eating spicy food is a sign of bravery or just bad decision making?
It's a combination of the two, depending on the person.
Oh my gosh. So what kind of triggers can we expect as you soothe your burning mouth for the viewers
I
today?
think screaming.
Soft screaming.
Internal screaming.
Internal. Oh, there's a lot of internal screaming just waiting to happen. That's without a doubt. Okay. So that was the chili dare ball.
How do you feel? Do you feel all right?
I feel all right. I feel a little bit of nice, calming sizzling happening on my tongue.
Nice.
So do you think that the amount of spiciness you have enhances the ASMR experience? Like, is there a correlation?
What do y'all think?
Yeah.
So the next one.
Yeah, I do think so. Yeah.
So the next one is the Thai chili, 50K to 100K Scoville heat units.
It's ramping up.
It looks almost the same as the chili dare bowl, but with a lot more heat. So here goes. And by the way, when I finish, going for Oatly for relief. Wow, no cow. Wow, no cow.
So Keith, what is your
unintentional Amy K reference? Well, she says not cow,
Right.
but
Yeah, of course.
sorry. What was
Keith?
your
What's the spiciest pepper that you've ever had?
Plain Jane? It's a tie between the hot.
Well, no, not plain Jane. Like, what's the spiciest experience? I mean,
The spiciest
just in
experience
general.
I ever had was was on New Year's. This last New Year's, I did the one chip challenge on Twitch. It was
How was it?
It was
It hurt.
horrible. And
I can't
They're
eat
going
spicy.
going in and going out, going in and going out.
Oh, my stomach
Smoke
still
detector
felt on fire the
thing.
next day.
We have to both get in on it, Nathan. But
The one chip challenge.
Yeah.
Triggers include beads of sweat foaming on Keith's forehead, then dropping on the desk. A gentle rainfall sound. That's probably going to happen after this. The Scotch
Exactly.
bonnet.
Apparently, the hottest
back.
is the Carolina Reaper.
What's that?
It's chili in the world.
Oh, so the Carolina Reaper is
There's also the Trini Scorpion.
So the Carolina Reaper used to be the hottest pepper in the world at 2.2 million Scoville units, but Ed Curie created yet another pepper that topped that, the Pepper X, at 3 million. Ghost Pepper's 1 million, to give you an idea.
Pepper X.
Yeah.
How do we get our hands on a Pepper X?
I don't know, but
Pepper X ASMR.
the last dab sauce made famous by Hot Ones, that has Pepper X in it. And I have that all the time. I had that in a
Oh.
burger yesterday.
That's spicy. That's spicy.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah, I might.
peppers are usually dumbed down quite a bit when they're put in a sauce compared to when you just have them plain Jane. So, last is the Scotch bonnet. This right
That
here.
looks intense. That looks dangerous.
It's very dangerous. So,
It looks very dangerous.
as per
Do you need gloves to handle that? Or-
no, once you get to ghost pepper, you need to start handling with gloves. But so can
Hopefully
we-
with the clamp.
Mhm. So, just like we did at JingleCon, let's get a countdown from the two of you.
From 100.
All right. So
From 10.
let's do a 10 countdown. Ready?
Ready?
All right, Paul. Should we do it now?
Are you going
Can
on
we get,
one
like-
or are you going
Can
on
we
zero?
get like a forehead zoom, Keith? Just to zoom right here, see those beads of. Let's see how that does as he bites into this. He's gonna see, like a rain. Rain will begin
My
right here.
eyebrows are twitching like crazy, man.
It's the spice. It's the spice.
It is.
You want to go run it off, but you want to go run it off. It's not possible.
Let's do this. 10,
All right, here we go. 9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
big 1.
blast off.
Call the fire department. Call them now. Where's the milk? Does anyone have a cow? Or like just a literal
No
cow?
cow,
you can-
remember?
An oat milk producing cow. An oat. Does anyone have a giant oat? That's what we need for Keith right now.
Dimitri Martin had a bit where he's like, I found rice milk the other day. I didn't know rice had nipples.
Pretty tough. It's, I'm impressed. The calmness. Remarkable.
Watch it. That
Speaks
was
too soon.
I just sort of swallowed it without the water. Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say, Paul, you killed him, Paul. You killed him. Murder.
Oh.
Murder in the Orient Express.
Oh, you can
Murder on the Skull
Murder on
Express.
the spice. On the Skull Express.
incapacitated.
All right, Keith, let Keith breathe. Let Keith breathe. ASMR choking on spicy pepper to death.
At least my ears are twinkly. Don't take
Yeah,
that out of context.
Your eyes have a glaze there. Nice.
Ooh. Yeah, it's like a water.
I don't know why you put yourself through this craziness.
It's a spicy addict thing. My boss does the same thing.
Twinkle, twinkle, little eyes.
So Keith, is this a good time to ask you about how you feel about mukbangs? Do you feel...
I, surprisingly, am not the biggest fan of mukbang, but obviously, when pain is involved, that's an exception. Yeah.
Like, tongue wag, that's hot. That is hot.
Yeah, does that do anything for your audience?
Somebody clip that. Will he survive?
Will he be
survive?
back tomorrow?
Breathe. Milk. Yeah, oh, yeah, ice cream. Ice cream, bro. Ice cream.
Here's this hits harder than that gum because at least the gum you can't swallow it.
Oh yeah.
Olivia Rendell says, so I sensed some internal screaming here.
Yeah. Oh.
The external's coming.
The external is coming. You know, in some countries, mukbang is a form of torture, like the spicy eating.
Dude,
eating
India
spicy
puts ghost peppers in smoke grenades.
That makes sense.
That's all you need to know.
Oh my god.
So is this like going to be rated at PG-13, just from the spice level, or
Maybe.
I mean, I feel like this is.
I am the prince of all
Literally
Saiyans.
What doesn't give you an ulcer will make you stronger.
Maybe.
People getting tingles right now are psychopaths. That means
Well, you know
I'm
what it
one because
means.
I'm getting like an insane wave of tingles right now, but a different kind.
That's not ASMR. Well, it's the internet, so you never know. There probably is a few. Probably a few out there.
If anybody is looking for like a new good cheap makeup line, consider Scotch bonnets. It will make your face all shiny.
Probably not great for the first date, though. You know?
Are you kidding? This is like, dude, peppers are a freaking aphrodisiac, man.
Yeah.
So it is not good for a first date. It's good for like a third, fourth, or fifth date. Oh, I need to grab a towel.
Keith, how are you doing, buddy?
Mesmerizing.
Keith
isn't it?
is gone. Keith is gone.
Mesmerizing to see.
There it is, Keith. The Keith cam. Well, everyone, we truly appreciate you sticking with us through this.
Yes.
Keith, are you all right, my friend? You feeling good? Peppers are not pretty good. Yeah, I was curious about that. Sounds like Batman. Yeah, you do. Yeah, it does have a bit of a Batman. The Batman ring.
Oh, let's see. Amanda says there are no way I'll eat spicy peppers and habanero jalapenos because this right here out of the hospital. Yeah.
So for TingleCon, can we expect maybe a ghost pepper? Maybe take the lift up the.
Maybe.
How do you up this now, man? How do you up it? That's YouTube.
We'll
it.
see.
That's how it begins.
We'll see.
Swimming in hot pepper pool. Just it's like a pool of hot peppers. You just swim in it
If I do
and do
ghost,
ASMR.
if I do ghost pepper, it's probably not going to be an ASMR. Let's be honest.
It's just like, no, I'm literally calling 911, guys. The guy showing up to retrieve body ASMR. It's probably been done. I'm gonna be real. Let's be real here.
Oh my god.
So, what do we have in store for us coming up tomorrow? Is that ASMR from the hospital? It's been done. I guarantee that's been done. There's no way it hasn't been done.
We've got
all peppers all at once. That's hardcore. I feel like that could be a good video.
I'll be honest, we may have to end this early so I can get to the toilet.
Oh my god! All right, guys. So,
before we do,
what?
Come back tomorrow, of course.
Come back tomorrow. I'm going to read this off based on Eastern
Keep
time.
reading it off, buddy.
So first of all, Amy K has just joined the team and she will be back. She will be on camera with us tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Gracie? You did the whole bunch of challenge, so there's that. Yeah,
hey, Gracie,
that's true.
good to see you.
Gracie was there. We're going to be having a staff Q&A with Amy K. She'll be back in town. Following that, at 4:30 Eastern, is going to be a 1v1 with Cat Bailey. And then... Oh, God.
Oh, my God. That wasn't ASMR.
Oh, no.
Pardon us.
Following that, at 5 p.m. Eastern is Fiasco with
Fiasco.
Paul and I, Amy K, the ASMR Nerd, and Musing Mira. And then...
Then Keith will down 3 more peppers.
Oh my god.
He's going to have to eat more peppers to prove the true champion.
Following that is going to be a closing ceremony with the staff. You know how it goes.
Yeah, we know. All right, guys. So I think that's it. Keith?
It's not.
No, it's not.
I lied. Look at the screen and see what is going on. You remember the ghost pepper gum from JingleCon?
Oh, that's too much.
Wait. The ghost pepper gum.
1 million.
One more.
Oh my god.
Oh, goodness gracious. You might not
Prayers.
be alone.
You should put a tombstone icon animated GIF there.
Let's get some tombstones in the chat.
Some tombstones in the chat. Let's do it. Is that an emoji? I think it might be.
Oh, it's gotta be. Oh,
Tombstone.
thank God this is gum so I
There
don't have
we
to
go.
swallow it.
Keith won't be here tomorrow. Yeah. So listen, guys. TingleCon rescheduled. Keith is not going to join us tomorrow. This is the end. Oh, it blocked the grave. What?
It blocked the grave.
Yeah, it blocked the graves. Well, come on now. What's
I'm
up with that
seeing,
YouTube?
I'm seeing the graves. Maybe
No, I
because
approved
YouTube
it. We
specifically
allowed it.
wants me to be reminded of what I'm doing to myself.
That's possible. That's very possible. I did approve the message. Maybe that's what it was.
Oh.
Ghost pepper gum.
Oh.
Yeah, mine went through for some reason.
Because you're a mod.
Yeah, it's because I'm a mod. Yeah, thank you so much for coming, everyone. We really appreciate it. Keith is literally dying for you guys to click that like and subscribe button and to join us tomorrow for all the events that we're going through. And of course,
your arms tonight.
literally, don't forget about TingleCon also coming in the summer. That'll be later, most likely in August.
You don't want to
I'm
see
correct,
me. It's
right,
not
guys?
a pretty sight.
No. But it looks like you made it through the worst of it.
The what?
Well, not the worst of it, but as in terms of that opening.
He's certainly trying not to. He'll be back here.
Steve, please don't die. All right, we got to listen. Olivia's sending some prayers, peace and prayers, some blessings. Yeah, it's good to see everybody. Simplicity, good to see you there. And some architect, good to see you. Olivia, good to see you.
You remember that scene in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince when Dumbledore has his wand and waving it around and there's like fire everywhere? That's what's going on in here right now.
Nice.
I wish you had a sound like a little like effect, like just flame and like
Frodo can throw a ring in my mouth and say, "It is done."
that's it. That's it. He's literally dead. No, you know what? Simplicity, he's a pro. This is what he's trained.
He'll survive.
He's a trained professional. Years of abuse.
That's a good way to put it.
It could be a competition. Spicy ASMR mukbang.
Be impressive. Yeah.
Get Zach Choi in there. Get a couple of the greats. Who can do the hot ones? Hot ones ASMR.
Oh my god.
Trying to get GB on there. Come on, hot ones. Sean, come on. Sean Evans, let's go.
Sean Evans, if you're watching this. Okay.
How you feeling, buddy?
Not good.
No.
But that's okay.
I'm seeing in the chat they want to see more. They want to see more.
That's it.
More gumballs.
That's it.
No, they're actually saying they're literally like, don't do more.
No, that's the last one. Oh.
It was super fun having you guys.
Yeah, it was.
And I do.
I think it's our time to start closing it out.
Because it's going to be so cool tomorrow. The interview, of course, we have there, and I'm just really excited about the fiasco, the storylines, because you prepare the characters first. So we've done an hour's worth of behind-the-scenes character building, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be really good. It was a lovely get together, and it was a lovely get together.
Yeah, let's give me a good clip right here. Just Keith is just gone, and at the end, guys. Yeah, I think that might be the end of SpringleCon for today. Yeah. ASMR Architect. The more YouTube I do, the more sadistic it gets. You know, I'm like, no, you need to do spicier, maybe. Get those clicks. You know, you got to get those clicks. But it's been lovely. Tomorrow will be great. Definitely come and check that out, guys. We really do appreciate it. If you guys have any other, questions, thoughts, this is the time. I think we're just gonna wait till Keith comes and hits the end button. Keith, you breathing?
I didn't puke, but I wish I did.
Okay, all right. Well, that's great.
Well,
final words.
Thank you all so much.
SpringleCon. Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow. Stay chill.
Thanks all.
We're out. Peace.
Those are tears of joy. Those are tears of joy.
See you tomorrow.